Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Danny, and today we're going to be talking about two things create your reality more than your thoughts. I want to help you all to thrive in this crazy world. So, what are these two things that create your reality more than your thoughts? Because we're taught that your thoughts create your reality, right? And I want you to know that that is the truth. However, just me evolving as a woman in this crazy world with everything that's going on, what I have been able to gather from teaching and coaching people for the last 8 years in this space of mindset, manifestation, personal development, what I've been able to gather from all of my clients, from doing content, from keeping my ear to the street, there are two things that create your reality even more than your thoughts. And this is backed up by science, it's backed up by psychology. I've been doing the studies on it, and it's something that I think is really going to bless you. Before we get into that, I want you all to know that your girl is hosting a 3-week boot camp. We already started. We're only one day in. You still have time to join. It's for the next 21 days. It's going to teach you how to understand social media and AI and create multiple sources of income. If you're tired of your 9 to 5, or you just want to have another source of income, you want to learn how to get your mind right with understanding how your thoughts, your words, your vision for yourself can be put into a consistent routine for you every day. Joining the boot camp puts you in direct contact with me every single day for 21 days and in contact with a group of like minded people who are doing the same thing, growing platforms, creating multiple sources of income, learning how to do digital products. And finally, you're going to stop putting shit off. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real. My throat chakra is all the way open. And so I'm just not in the mood in 2026 and beyond to sugarcoat things. You need to get off your behind and have somebody that's going to support you in a loving and kind way. I'm not going to be a drill sergeant in the boot camp, but I am going to be very loving, yet like, okay, sis, what you doing? Okay, what we doing? Sometimes we need that. We need people that are going to actually just hold us accountable. And so you have a limited time to join the boot camp now. I'm not going to keep it open past 3 days. We already started. We're already, a couple of days in. You can still join if you want to. Let's just say the boot camp is not really your judge and you don't want that type of pressure to do anything in 21 days. You can always join my membership. You can go to dannythealchemist.com. The link is down in the description. Click that link. It'll take you to my website. You go to memberships and you join the membership. And when you're in the membership, you still get the weekly beautiful support. You still get to have access to me. And I do workshops, classes. We have a calendar of events that are dedicated to you learning how to create a reality that you love. Spirituality, mindset, metaphysics, challenges, meaning like affirmations that we're doing for 8 hours. We're doing a money affirmation challenge that's coming up on the 8th of February. It's going to be so much fun. Affirming for money, us having fun with it, things of that nature. I think it's very important in this time in our lives where we have positivity, we have accountability, and focus, and a plan. Okay, so if you're interested in any of those things, just check my description box down below. I have to say that before I get into what we're talking about today. If you are looking at me, I can see that there are people coming into the live stream. Just say hello. I'd love to know who you are. I know I have a lot of new subscribers on my main channel, which is Danny the Alchemist. And if you are listening in, just say hello. That's kind of how I get down. I usually will come live late like this because it's the only time that I have left when I have time available. I am a busy woman. I must say. We have a boot camp going on, so I was able to take care of most of my beautiful people. I still got some people. If you're looking at me now, I told you early in the morning I will make sure that I talk to you all. But for those of you who are watching in, what are the two things that create your reality more than thoughts? Because we are taught that your thoughts create your reality. And while I do believe that, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. A Black woman like me in America, your environment, number one, let's just put this up here. Your environments, who you're around, the people that you entertain, where you live, your home environments, your work environments, all that shit is like, it's playing a part. Because think about it this way, your nervous system is very sensitive to what you entertain. The nervous system is actually here to help you recalibrate. Your nervous system is here to help you to be able to function, literally function throughout the day. Look it up. I know like it's trendy to say nervous system regulation, but it's the truth. It's actually backed up by science. Your environment is actually very detrimental to your survival. Because I live in New York City, and I live on a really good block in Queens, like in Jamaica, Queens. You know, me and my husband, we have a nice, beautiful setup. If I go over 3-4 blocks, it looks like a shit show. And those people get to come into our neighborhood and wander around. And very rarely do I wander into their neighborhood, even though it's literally just 4 blocks over. When I lived in Harlem, there was literally a projects right across the street from the luxury apartments. So the mindset of the people living in the luxury apartments versus the people living in the projects, when you can look out your project window and see people that have money, what do you think that's all about? Your environments, where you live, the people that you entertain, where you frequent. Do you buy your food from the dollar store versus saving up some coin to get a better quality of food? I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all how to really like get the things you desire to have, because I have a lot of skin in the game as a coach. Being a mindset and spiritual coach for a lot of people in the past 5 years, and also helping beautiful women to manifest their desired reality with money and abundance by learning social media and AI tools. What I've learned is that the people who tend to thrive with me, they have a mindset of I can do whatever I put my mind to, because they see themselves in a certain light. Whereas there are people that I've worked with that are in a dire need. They need money. They need it. And whenever somebody tells me that they need something desperately, I ask them, can you describe to me where you live? What is your environment? Like, no, I mean, like, who are the people around you? Like, crackheads, randomness, because that is how I'm able as a coach to say, okay, without judgment or anything, if you're going outside and you're always seeing people downtrodden, they don't have money, or you're seeing the same person and you're literally looking at them being homeless, or when you go out, you see trash on the ground, you see needles on the ground, you see people lugging stuff. I live in New York City, so I see how the difference is. You know, my husband and I, if we drive, we don't get to see this, but then sometimes I will go out into the world and take public transportation just to, you know, I'm in New York City. And I'm like, my mother-in-law doesn't go through what the elderly people go through in this neighborhood. My mother-in-law's environment is she's retired. My own mother in Florida is retired. She doesn't have to lug at 72 years old her luggage. But here in New York City, people have to do that in their older age. And so, even though I don't identify with that environment, that is some people's life. They see that all day, every day. So, that's the number one thing. Now, your thoughts. Do you hate the environment that you're in? Are you always complaining about your place where you live? I don't care if you have a cardboard box to live in. You should be saying to yourself, thank you for this cardboard box because this is teaching me what I don't deserve. Everything should be a lesson. Do you realize that your nervous system is creating your reality? Your thoughts, the things that you love and the things that you hold dear to you is one thing, but your thoughts about it. I hate my life. I don't like this person. I don't like all those things. You're always ruminating in those thoughts. Not only do you not like your environment, let's just say you hate your job, that's an environment. You hate your house, that's an environment. You hate your car, that's an environment. You're always complaining. Your thoughts are all swirling all over the place. You're always complaining. Why do you think you're going to get what you desire to have when that is what's swirling around in your consciousness all day, every day? If we are people that believe that our thoughts create our reality and that we can influence our reality greatly by focus and consistency, I would even say conviction. If you truly deeply believe something to be true, then guess what's going to happen? Your belief system is going to show that to you. Your belief system is literally the things that you've been programmed to believe since you were in your mother's womb. Since the time you were conceived, you've been getting information from your mother in her womb. So when your mother's emotions are all over the place, you've been actually energetically affected by that too. A belief system is anything that you emphatically believe to be true, even if there's no proof of it. Law of assumption, Neville Goddard's teachings, they call that an assumption. Whatever you emphatically believe to be true. Like me, I'm a Black woman. I was born and raised in America. You cannot ever deter me from believing that. I'm a Black American woman with roots in the United States. I'm not from no other part of the world. Or just me being a woman. Born a biological female woman. You cannot get me to say anything different than that. My belief system supports that I'm a woman. I identify as a woman, right? Nobody can convince me that I'm a man. My belief system also could be something along the lines of, I am a bartender. I am a social worker. I am a teacher. I believe that as a teacher, I make $50,000 a year, and I've been doing this for 20 years. And this is what I believe, that teachers really can't make any more than $50,000. Now, I'm not a teacher in real life, but I'm just saying this is a belief system. A belief system is anything that you have been ingrained to believe with your subconscious mind, something that people cannot really detour you from. People cannot convince you any other way. It's a belief system. It's a belief, meaning that you wholeheartedly have accepted this as a fact, which is what Neville Goddard's teachings would tell you is an assumption, right? So if your environment creates your reality more than your thoughts, then your belief system is where we need to start. Your habits, the things that you do all day, every day. And by the way, who's in the house? Because I see people watching. Who's in the house? Y'all need to say hello because I'm dropping gems, baby. Y'all need to say hello. I'm waiting for, yeah, I was about to say, see, I'm waiting for the people that are in the room. I'm not going to be here long. But one thing I want to respect myself for is if I can see how many people are watching, just say hello. Hey girl, hey sis. Hey girl, how you doing? How you doing? There we go. Hi, you said I love your songs. I'm a Wealthy Girl is my song. Oh, I love that too. I love that song. I made that song a long time ago. Oh my goodness. Hey girl, hey from Brooklyn. Okay, so sis, I'm in Queens. Where in Brooklyn are you sleepless in NYC? I used to live I lived in East New York for a little bit, like off like the last stop on the C train, like Euclid. But I lived in Fort Greene. I lived in East New York, and then I lived off of Ralph and Decatur, which I think is like more like Bed-Stuy. It's your girl Moon. I love that name. Hey, I love your songs. Yeah, okay, I already read that one. Mary 8494. I'm here. Okay, all right. I just want to be sure y'all was here because I'm dropping gems for you all. Now, I'm a real person. I do AI music on the channel, but if you've been following me for over 5 years, my channel was started on like law of attraction, law of assumption principles, and I'm gonna actually be coming more live with you all because the AI music is amazing, but if y'all not gonna use the subliminals I have on my channel, the meditations and the AI music is supposed to be support. What about your mindset? You know, like I'm a black woman in America who understands what it's like to live in the hood, to get out the hood. Hood mentality is different from everything else. And so I have people that I've coached out of their mentality. You literally at any age can reinvent yourself. You will never act disloyal to your program or your habits. Most of us are very loyal people. I'm a married woman. I'm very loyal to my husband. We are thick as thieves in this. Like, we are very, very committed to each other, right? I'm committed to teaching you all to get out of your own way as well. I've reprogrammed myself to believe that I can have any amount of money that I desire to have, as long as I'm willing to put in some skin in the game. Becoming a millionaire requires for you to have a certain habit of life. You can't go from having $3, $4 to your name and expecting overnight to have $1 million just land in your lap. I know people will tell you that this is possible, but I'm not here to, I'm a 42-year-old woman. I'm not a 21-year-old Gen X, Gen Z content creator. I'm a millennial. And millennials, one thing that we know is that anything is possible, but you got to meet God halfway. You have to meet the universe halfway. There's no such thing as imagining all this stuff in your mind. Yeah, it's just imagine it. Yeah. Everything is mine. And you did all the mental work, you did all the energetic work. And then your ass sit on the couch and just be like, do, where's my stuff? No, that's not how that work, boo-boo. That's not how that go. It literally goes like this. Creation is finished the moment you desire to have something. It's already yours. What are you going to do in the 3D to move towards it? You're going to speak it into existence. You're going to wake up each day with gratitude, and you're going to do something as if it's already yours. Case in point, if you're looking to start a business outside of maybe a 9 to 5 or a traditional job, or you want to get a platform or you want to make some extra money, your habits tell you one thing. You're always doing things that you know will get you a reward. That's why you show up at that 9 to 5 that you hate, because you know you're going to get the money. But if you were to change your identity to a person who is making multiple sources of income, you're going to meet God, your higher power, halfway, infinite intelligence, halfway. Because you already in your mind know what you want, what you desire to have. You already know it's already yours. You have to wake up and say, okay, I normally wake up at 9. I'm going to wake up at 8 and spend an hour doing something towards the thing that I say I want outside of my traditional job. Oh, but I'm tired. I want to sleep in. No, baby, that's not the identity of a person who's manifesting multiple sources of income. Start to look and follow people who are doing what you desire to do. That's how I was able to transition into the person that I am. I started to look up because I didn't know what it looked like to be like a six-figure earner. And I only became that when I started to follow and look at people who are doing what I desired to do. Because my habits, I'm like, well, what habits do I need to have if I want to make six figures? If I want to transition from being a worker to being self-employed, then what habits do I need to have? Because I don't know. And so that's what I would tell you to do is you'll never act disloyal to your program. If you have a program that says I sleep in all day, if you have a habit, if you want to lose or release 20 pounds off your body, if you have a program that says that I can have that extra bag of chips, you're not going to act disloyal to a program that you're used to doing. So be loyal to a program that serves you. And let me tell you all something how you can literally shift your habits in a matter of like a couple of days. Is think about the outcome as if it's something that you did for your health. When you think about doing something for your health, think about all the things in your life that you do when the doctor tells you if you don't change this, it's going to be bad. Like literally do it for your health. Your mental health, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. I was able to change my diet when I realized that I'm getting older, I'm out of breath, my stomach, my digestive system is acting differently, and I feel something different in my body. I listened to my body and I said, okay, I need to change my health. And so in the last year or so, I've lost over or released over 25 to 30 pounds. Those of you who knew me from a year ago, you can see it. It's definitely slimmer. We got another 10 pounds or so to release. And I did that because I'm like, my health matters more to me. Being physically fit matters to me because my health is of detriment. So my habits support what my end goal is of detriment to me. Having money in this society is going to help you. You are going to need money to help you. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Don't use the word need. No, you're going to need money, boo-boo. Money makes your life easier. It gives you freedom. It allows you to take care of your health and your family and everything else that you need. So how are we going to create more tangible money or digital money? Don't let nobody fool you into like, oh, I'll just manifest what. No, baby. We get into the bag, the coin. When you ain't got no money, you feel terrible. I know you do. When you're broke or your bank account goes below a certain amount, you feel terrible. Because in your mind, you're thinking, how am I going to survive? Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about that. In the digital age that we're in with AI, with social media, you can build a platform. You can literally be faceless. Nobody has to even know who the hell you are. So that's not an excuse anymore. What are we going to do moving forward to build habits towards abundance, towards taking care of our mental health, our spiritual health, our physical health? Health is wellness. All right? So I want you all to know that. Also, too, when I say the word mindset, that equals your perspective. By the way, if people are coming into the chat, I want you all to just say hello because I see people coming in. But a lot of you all are new to my channel, Danny the Alchemist, and I just want to say thank you for joining. I'm going to be doing more manifestation music. I took a little mini break because I have been teaching and doing a boot camp. Well, I've been doing boot camp since like September. If you're interested in being around like-minded people, if you want to build a platform, or if you want to know how to make multiple sources of income, I do have a membership. It's called the Solar Line for Content Creators and Heart-Centered Entrepreneurs. It just means that you're coming into a group of like-minded people where you have the support. You can ask me questions. You have literally one-on-one access to me through DMs, through voice notes. And once you join my membership, you'll be able to ask me questions on how to start. How do I do a digital product that I could sell faceless without people even knowing what you look like? With AI and all of the beautiful tools that we have now, just look online. There's so many people that are making money. It's very easy to do that nowadays. So that's what I'm doing in my membership. Also, I have a boot camp that is we literally just started it a couple of days ago, so you still have time to join the boot camp. The boot camp is more intensive, meaning that like if you know you want to start a platform and you want to do it within like 2 or 3 weeks and actually get some skin in the game, then you can join that as well. But what the one thing I wanted to tell you all is that mindset equals your perspective. So your mindset is like how you view things. If you see yourself as a person who always has to ask for permission, meaning that you're always second guessing yourself, you're not sure if like your ideas are good enough, or you're like, okay, well, how am I going to start a platform? I don't know what to do. Like I just told you, you don't even have to be on camera. Let me show you all some stuff that I've been doing in the bootcamp. I'll just show you real quick. And just some things that like that AI is capable of doing for you. Let me just show you this real quick. Now, if you want to create a faceless channel, AI music channels are popping. People always love music. I'm literally looking at the channels pop up, and within 2 months, they're being monetized. Like they're making money online. I make money off of even social media through DistroKid. I distribute my AI songs on like Spotify and Apple Music. I've been doing that for like 2 or 3 months. I teach my members and AI students how to do faceless channels, right? So let's just see a couple of things that are AI. And by the way, you see how I look now? The thumbnail with the hair swooped over with the braids. That's actually my AI twin. She looks just like me, I know, because it's literally just my face. I just prompted it to have hair look different, right? Let me just show you a couple of things. So this is my new music artist. Her name is Zuri O'Day. She is an AI artist that I created. And I'm going to make sure that she is singing, she is promoting, and as I learn more AI tools to make her look more realistic as the AI tools are evolving, is what I'm teaching my students right now, right? So let me just show you this.
It's your girl Zuri O'Day, and I just wanted to let you all know that my new album called Misunderstood will be out February 14th. I want you to enjoy this album in a way that's going to bless your spirit. It's going to make you understand that even though you may feel misunderstood in life and people may not always like the things that you do or your choices, the only person that has to be understood by you is you. You are the only person that has to love you when you look in the mirror and understand yourself. So the misunderstood is spelled MISS because you're giving yourself respect and the title that you deserve, which is the title of being just you. Just being you. So yes, you are misunderstood, meaning that you are understood only by yourself and you respect yourself.
Okay, so how did I create Zuri O'Day? How did you see how she's talking very natural? That is an actual way. There's a way to do that. That's not like an AI. That's not an AI generated. I'm sorry. That's not a voice that you would get from like an 11 Labs where like they have the voices already programmed. I'll just tell you what I did. Basically, that's me talking, but there's a way to change my voice to where it's me talking like I'm talking like this. And then there's a way to go into the program that I use, 11 Labs, to make the voice sound different. That's number one. Number two, her whole entire image was created through a prompt, through 3 different programs. I had to get her image, I had to make her move and talk, I had to get her lip syncing, and the voice that she's speaking in, right? To create that 11-second, 20-second clip could take somebody maybe 2 hours. In my boot camp, I'm teaching you how to do this stuff so eloquently, like literally, like effortlessly, to where once I do a tutorial for you or show you a tutorial, you'll be able to do this within like 10 minutes. So it's really more so about me saving you time and energy, but still getting you to a point where you can use faceless content. So let's just say that you are a person that wants to express yourself in any way. You can clone your voice, get a script, and put out your content consistently, right? One more thing I want to show you too, which I think is really cool. So this is done with Gemini Pro in Google. So Google did the whole script. I just told it what I wanted. It was harder to do the clip that I just showed you all than it is to do this one that I'm going to show you right now.
Look, I'm literally AI, built to help you stack cash while you sleep. So why are you still playing and not in Danny's membership yet? The Solar Line membership for content creators teaches you AI tools to monetize your platform fast. Don't miss this opportunity, sis. Join now for a limited offer. See you at the top.
Period. That was actually easier to do in Gemini Pro VO3. I'm telling you all like what I use. These are just things that, what can you do? You can do commercials. You can advertise for other people. You can do this for other people. I have a client right now who is learning what I'm doing, like I'm teaching her, because she has a company that she is like over all of their social media. And so she's just working with me, and I'm just helping her to do things for her company so that she can, help her company to grow, help her company to be put out there. So with AI tools, you can do a lot. Last thing I want to show you all is, or I'll just show you one more. That's a prompt. Those are my eyes, by the way. Look again. I just told it to make the eyes hazel. I gave it a picture of just my eyes like this. And I gave it a prompt to make it blink with money swirling around it, just the face. There's a specific prompt that I did for that. That means that as a content creator, I can use it whenever I'm talking about money or for whatever I want to use it for, right? I'm just letting you all know that you can be faceless, or you can use AI to do commercials. You can use it to monetize music. You can be on TikTok and use it to teach people, whatever you want to use it for. But we cannot just have one source of income in this economy. Because what did I tell you? 2 things are creating your reality: your environment for sure. Your environment for sure, and your belief system. You may be saying to yourself right now, well, I don't have time. How's this going to benefit me? How am I going to get my money right away? You go to your job every single day and you get your money. You make money every single day at your 9 to 5. You just make like pennies though. If you were to break down your paycheck by the hour or by the day, you can make what you make in a day. When you break down your paycheck, you can make that in literally you can make that every hour. That's how much money is online right now. Is if you make $20 an hour, if you make, let's just say you make $150 a day, you can make that within an hour. That's what I'm trying to get you all to. Is that your mindset is your perspective, it's how you see things. It's how you imagine your life to be. It's what you rehearse all day, every day. A lot of you all are rehearsing a life that you hate in your mind. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. For the people that are watching. Hi, EPP13. How are you? A lot of you all are rehearsing a life in your mind that you hate. In your mind, you're dreading to go to work. When you wake up, you're thinking about all the things you need to do instead of being present and prioritizing your mental health, listening to something that calms your spirit. Do you know how many people have joined my membership and they've learned how to make their own manifestation music? The same music that they love to listen to me and listen to my music, they're making their own. Like, I'm literally teaching them how to like create their own lyrics. I'm like, look, if you have an issue with like procrastination, make you a song that is empowering you to show up for yourself, to be motivated to do things that give you purpose, to take rest for yourself, to give yourself grace. Because procrastination is not a lazy issue. It's more so it's a fear of success. Did y'all know that? That when you procrastinate, it's really not you being lazy. It's a fear of succeeding and being overwhelmed, overstimulated with the tasks that are going to come with being successful. Will I be able to maintain this? Is usually what people are thinking when they procrastinate. If I succeed at this, will I be able to maintain all the things that come with being successful? Yeah. So then why not write a song that empowers you? Why not create a subliminal or a meditation track for yourself? All these things are in my membership. So while you're enjoying my music, I'm teaching you to do it for yourself and also to do it for other people if you choose to. You see what I'm saying? Mary, let me go to some of your, hold on one second, everyone. My nose. Mary8494 says, I'm a millennial too. I'm on the cusp. Call me zillennial. I tell people all the time that a tree doesn't grow overnight. It takes time, but be consistent. Yeah, zillennials. I feel like I'm a zillennial too. I think I've heard that term before. Even though you might, if you're a zillennial, if you call yourself a zillennial, you might be younger than me. I'm 41. I'll be 42 this year. So you might be a tad bit younger than me, but it's in between. I feel like I'm a zillennial. Wait, hold on. I've heard this term before. Mary, I think we actually might be the same age. We're in between, I think we're in between millennials and the generation above us. That's what I think. Because we're like the older millennials if we're in our 40s, and then the younger millennials are in like their 30s. It's a 15-year gap. So like my cousin is a millennial, she's 34. And she's a younger millennial. Yeah. Harper says, Harper the author. I love that name. You said like recalibrating. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I have a playlist called Peace of Mind, and most of your songs are on there. Well, here's the thing. I haven't really made a lot of songs in the last month because I've been creating, and I'm a creator. You know, AI music is great, but I create for real. Like I have a degree in music. I create content. I'm coaching people. Like I'm a social media AI consultant. I have a membership that I'm always in and doing stuff, which fulfills me more than having to cater to the algorithm. Only because my channel is already solidified in the algorithm. So I'm teaching other people how to get into the algorithm and build platforms. A lot of people, and I say this all the time and I will continue to say it, I was one of the first people to start using the term R&B manifestation music. back in the summer of 2025, like July 2025. And I didn't see a lot of people using AI in that way. Maybe it was like me and like three other girls that I saw, three other channels, and I knew that there were, I could tell they were women. And then all of a sudden it just popped off. And so 6 months later, I've seen a lot of people use my titles and take the R&B manifestation genre of music AI. I love it because I'm solidified in the algorithm. So when I get back to making music for you all, it's going to be authentic because I am a musician at heart. I'm an artist at heart. AI is just a tool for me, and I write most of my lyrics, even the lyrics for the music and the manifestation. I'm sorry, the music for money and abundance. I would say I write 80% of my lyrics, even though I do teach my students how to prompt ChatGPT to make amazing lyrics for you. For all of my students, you know that there's a difference between writing your own lyrics and being able to capitalize and monetize those lyrics in the future versus making them for social media and YouTube. So there's a difference. Like at some point, AI music will be regulated. It's already becoming regulated. They already have rules for it now. There's already an AI chart, like music charts. So we're in the wild, wild west of. I tend to veer into the belief system that AI music is a lifesaver for a lot of us because you get to actually create the lyrics and things that you write down. Now you can actually have a voice sing it for you. A lot of people have just a book of like poems. Like two of my beautiful not Sweet Spot, I'm sorry, Solar Line members, they have a book of poems. And they've been turning their book of poems into songs using AI music. Beautiful lyrics, beautiful poems. We're on the good side of AI over here. The music industry is already using it. You're all already seeing it and listening to it in movies and things. It's already here. It's been here for the last 10 years. We just got a hold of it. And the AI music that I create is literally top notch because I know how to use the AI generator system, the AI generated system that I use, that I teach in my membership. I've mastered it. I'm actually affiliated with the company. So I have an affiliate program that I've been studying for 6 months. I know how to use all of the things to make the AI music sound very good. Very, like the lyrics are chef's kiss. The vocals, R&B 90s vocals. Can't even tell that it's AI for the most part. And I'm very happy that I was able to create music in the last 6 months that people are loving. They're using it to better themselves, to manifest their desired reality. That makes me so happy to know that I'm able to do that. I can't sing 30 songs in a month, but AI can. I'm like, look, AI don't need a break. It don't need to breathe, so I'm okay with that. Yes, I was about to say your Zillennial is a cusp for people who are born on the last or first year of the generation of millennial and Gen Z. I'm born the last year. Okay. Yeah, so you're a young millennial, so you'll be a zennial. Okay, got it. Got it. So you're like the same age as like my younger. I have some younger cousins that are they would be considered zennials. I'm old enough to remember what it's like to not have social media. I'm old enough to remember what it's like to have to remember phone numbers. I'm old enough to remember what it's like to not have any type of phone. Like no phone. If you want to call somebody, you go to the payphone. And I would say 18 years of my life was like that. I did not even have a cell phone until I was 20. And I was in college. My dad had a cell phone in the late 90s. But so that's why millennials, we have this like kind of war, because the younger millennials, you all are like of that technology world if you're 30, because I'm 12 years older than you. Yeah, but I mean, it's still, you still understand, like, you still understand what it's like to still have to do certain things as a millennial. Like, you could not just like go outside and not tell your parents like what was going on. Nowadays, your parents can track you on your phone. We didn't have that when we were growing up. So even you as a 30-year-old millennial, you understand certain things still. Like, whenever I talk to a millennial my age, I'm like, when did you stop watching all that? Did you ever call into the box to request a song that you love to listen to? And you had to actually like pay the box. Do you even know what the box is? Did you listen to a CD player on the bus with a book of your CDs, like a little flat book of your CDs, things of that nature? So, millennials, we tend to be split because we're like we're years apart. But I do love all my millennials, even the young ones. Hi, Stania, how are you? Right. Okay. I get what you all saying. So I'm just looking at your comments. Here's what I want you all to know as well, too. Right, you said all of that but the box thing. Okay, good. Yeah, the box was a music program that basically you would watch, and it's like a music videos. But then the thing is that you could call in to request a song, but you had to pay for it. And it wasn't cheap. So like, you not if you call into the box without asking permission back in the day when I was a kid, it would show up on your parents' phone bill for like $9. It was like $9 to request a song. So we wasn't doing that unless you ask. Right. I think Yogi, you're a millennial too. Are you a millennial? Are you 30 yet? I've known you for so long. Yogi, are you 30 yet? I think you are. I think you would be considered a zennial too. Because if you had the CD player with the yeah, so yes, okay, so Mary and Stanya are zennials, which are millennials. You're just younger millennials. Yes, the Cheetah Girls, for me, I was too old, but I loved it. I mean, I was too old to like be into the Cheetah Girls, but I love the Cheetah Girls because of Raven Simone. And I love the Cheetah Girls even as a college kid. I love the Cheetah Girls because of Adrienne Ballon, because she was from 3LW. And me and Adrienne Ballon are actually the same age, even though she was playing younger as a Cheetah Girl. Like all the 3LW girls are my age. We're in our 40s. Yeah, Yoga, you and Mary are zennials. Yeah, you're on the cusp. The funny thing that we're talking about millennials and zennials is that social media is kind of like that. You can tell who's extremely addicted to social media and who's navigating social media. And I want you all to understand that like social media should not be your end all to everything. I don't feel like you should be scrolling on social media if you're not making money. Scrolling on social media is highly addictive, and it's made to be that way because it gives you like a reward system. So whenever you are mindlessly scrolling, you're getting rewarded by being entertained. So one clip would be somebody entertaining you and dancing, and the next clip is a dog with one leg, and then the next clip is somebody got shot. So you see how like you're If you're mindlessly scrolling, you're getting like a reward system. Basically, your dopamine is going up and down, up and down. And over time, you train yourself to have this be your source of like dopamine hit of just seeing like countless things happening and just being entertained or being stimulated versus putting the phone down and stimulating yourself through meditation, through music, through chanting, through taking a shower. So my rule is that if you have your phone out, you should be a content creator. Because there are people who watch other people make money and there are people who just make money. I literally had 86 followers on TikTok maybe a month ago. And so I started to grow my TikTok channel. I'm sorry, my TikTok page. Because I wanted the members to see me do it in real time. I said, I'm just gonna grow this channel. I know the strategy. I'm a social media manager. I know how the algorithm works. So I just researched like the niche that I wanted, the target audience, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna flood my page with like 10 posts in one day. I did that within a couple of days, and I started to get people following me, but then one of those videos started to go viral. And within 5 days, I went from 86 followers to like 500. And then it kept growing. And so within 10 days, I got about 1,100. And now I'm at like 1,400. And that's been like within the last 3 weeks. Now, some people would say, that's not a lot of followers, but in a short amount of time it is. And I followed the strategy that I teach. Research. You have to know your target audience and the people that you're catering to. You have to know what people are watching and what they're clicking on. And a couple other things that I did too. I didn't pay for any promotion. I just literally just followed the research and the strategy. And with those followers, now I can go live and I can promote my products and my services, which was my goal. This is why I tell you all to have a vision. Because my vision wasn't to get like 10,000 new followers. I don't even care if I get that many on the TikTok page. What I care more so about is being able to have the function to go live so that I can teach, I can promote, and I can sell my products and services, which is what I'm able to do now. Mission accomplished. And it can be done. The strategy that I have can be done on any platform. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Mary, do you have a social media platform? You said that's why I control my algorithm. When I see something that don't add up who I am, I report it as don't like. Yeah, absolutely. And I want you all to do the same thing that Mary does, which is to curate your platform. Because the things that you watch consistently, it's like putting it in your line of focus. You're going to see more of it. It's kind of like reality. The reality is that you have an algorithm of manifestation as well. Like your manifestation algorithm is what you focus on all the time. Literally, the algorithm is like that. Whatever you keep swiping on, it just gives you more of that. If you say don't like enough, it just disappears. So when you have thoughts in your mind that are just like literally like, ask yourself, does this thought serve me? Whenever you have like a thought that you just like, you can't get it out of your head, just like, does this thought serve me? Or when you're having these negative inner conversations in your mind, just be like, does this line of thinking serve me? If I know that my focus and my thoughts create my reality. And more so than that, your environment, the people you're around, the people that you consistently entertain, which is including your social media. So the environment of your social media is TikTok, right? What type of people are you entertaining on TikTok? Because my TikTok algorithm shows me a lot of things, but one thing it shows me more of is what I watched the day before. Versus my Instagram algorithm is chef's kiss. Nothing but positivity, law of attraction, law of assumption, motivational stuff. And then it'll show me a lot of stuff with AI tools because that's what I look at. If there's something that I look at on Instagram and it does not sit well with my line of focus, I just go and press not interested. It's really that simple. My Instagram is like very pure. It does not show me a bunch of bullshit. All right, so we're up on the hour mark. It's getting late. I've had my meal for the night. I'm trying not to eat late anymore, so I don't have any type of heartburn. But you all be very easy. Be careful about the things that you think about all day, every day. Be mindful of the people that you allow in your life, and be mindful of where you live and what you entertain all day, every day in your life. Your environment is actually creating your reality. If you're always in a downtrodden area where you're seeing people be crackheads, where you're always watching people do nefarious things, you never see anybody with nice stuff, people look crazy, hair looking a mess, teeth looking a mess, smelling bad, trash on the floor, beer bottles all everywhere. If you live in an environment like that and you're always seeing that, what I would say to you is that in your mind, just always imagine yourself somewhere else. Never identify with the neighborhood you live in if it's not a neighborhood that you love. And I mean absolutely love. I live in New York City, so we get to see like every block can be different. One block can be beautiful, like my block is a nice block. 4 blocks over, not so much. Now, I live in an area in Queens where we are very close to St. Albans. It is a predominantly Black neighborhood. It is where all the jazz greats used to live at one time. It has a very rich culture. There's still $1 million homes over there that are owned by Black people. You know, it's one of the last predominantly Black neighborhoods in New York City that has not been gentrified. And I live very close to that. I could walk 20 minutes to the park over there. And sometimes when I just want to be around people who look like me, who are affluent, who have nice cars in their parking lots, who have lawns, and the parks are lush, I will, instead of going to the park and walking and doing my exercise, I'll say, you know what? I'm going to walk in St. Albans today. And I'll just admire all the homes knowing that they're predominantly owned by Black people. Just because I want to see people who look like me thrive. So sometimes you can just go outside of your neighborhood, go somewhere else where you see luxury, where you see people who look like you, because it makes you feel like you can do it too. I promise you, your environment creates your reality even more than your thoughts, because your environment is what your nervous system is picking up on. If you have a house that looks shitty, clean it up. Put some pictures on the wall. Make your house look different. Make it look as neat as you can. Take pride in the things that you have. I would say also to your work. Last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to let you all go, is your work environment is important too, because you spend a lot of your time working. See, I enjoy the work that I do. I work from home. Literally, this where I'm sitting right now is where I mostly work, like right here in my living room area. I don't like to work so much in the bed because it makes me sleepy. So right here is where I sit for 2 or 3 hours, 3 hours out of the day. And then when I'm tired of doing this, I'll go to the library or I'll go outside and then I work from my phone or my iPad, wherever it is. I'm a digital nomad. I can work from wherever in the world as long as I have a Wi-Fi. I can talk to my clients. I can text them. I can go live with you all. It's a blessing to be able to do what I do. But I didn't always have this. I was miserable at a job. as a restaurant manager at a very busy chain restaurant. Think about Applebee's, your Applebee's, your TGI Fridays. I work for those type of places. And it's a very stressful job. 14 hours a day. No time except for to eat and rest and go back to work. Being a spiritual person, knowing that you have a purpose beyond just doing the bare minimum. And yet and still, I would show up and do a little bit, because I said, no, I want to work for myself. I want to have multiple sources of income. I don't want to always show up at a job and have people on my back telling me what to do. And so even at my job, I hated my work environment. And then I started to find ways to convince myself. Delusional. I was like, this job is actually your stepping stone. This job is going to fuel your fire and fuel you to do better. So then I started to look at my environment a little bit differently. When I would go to my job, when I realized I was like, I'm not staying here long, so let me just make the best of this, I started to see things that benefited me at my job. Because your environment creates your reality. So I'm like, if I want a better opportunity for myself work-wise, I have to start to see this job as an asset. And it was very hard. Being a spiritual person in a work environment where everybody is kind of like low vibrational is very hard. But I was able to get myself into a mindset of looking at the environment I was in beyond that, my vision, right? So what I want you all to do is, if you're watching this before you go to bed, give yourself permission to dream big. Whatever environment that you're in any capacity, see yourself in a bigger, better environment while also giving gratitude to yourself for surviving. When you walk outside of your environment or when you're in your home, find ways to be grateful for what you do have while imagining yourself having something bigger. Okay? I thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. God bless you. You have an amazing day. And this won't be the last time y'all see me at night. I'll be coming live a lot more for my Danny the Alchemist people. If you're watching me on the Fly Girl Mindset, the Fly Girl Mindset channel is the sister channel to Danny the Alchemist. So on the Fly Girl Mindset, it's going to be mostly for those of you who are looking to use AI tools, social media management, learning how to work and be happy with the things that you do for work, your purpose, your creativity, along with my own AI tools that I'm going to be using, which is AI manifestation music on the channel, subliminals, meditations as well for content creators and aspiring entrepreneurs. All right. Love you all. Oh, wait, Mary, before I go, Mary, you have a YouTube channel? Well, I'm just going to tell you, Mary, and you can take this anyway, because I'm shameless when it comes to promoting my business and my membership. You probably should consider joining my membership. Go to DannyTheAlchemist.com and go to memberships, and there's a special offer in there for my membership. You can be around like-minded women. You'll get to have access to me for 30 days. And if you done after 30 days with all the workshops and the classes and, being able to actually be around beautiful Black women who are doing their damn thing, then you can go. You don't have to stay. But I think since you're very interactive tonight, I think God is trying to tell you something, sis. All right, Miss Mary. All right. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye-bye.